Alright, this is a weekly reading for Sagittarius. I do have one channeled message for you, and it's dressing up fashion, so you might be doing something with fashion this week, or you might be actually getting into your own fashion line. So, let's start off with the first card, which is you right now. So it's the Six of Cups in reverse. The Six of Cups in reverse is the future, goals obtained, that which will be or which should be, plans that go awry. So there's a few things. Maybe blow up on Insta or Twitter or someplace for whatever you designed or whatever you're wearing. It might go viral, take the internet by storm. So there's some craziness going down. Anyway, we have number 2, which is the week's theme. The week's theme is going to be the Hermit in reverse. The Hermit in reverse is, let's see, jumping into action without forethought, bad advice, hesitation to the point of failure, a baby reaction, withdrawing from the world too much. So there might have been a point where it's either a friend of yours or it's you, but you didn't really want to get so, big that you actually get criticism. You might be very anti-criticism. I've met a few Sagittariuses that don't like people in their business and they don't want people judging them for what they do. I get that, but I feel like there's like a divide here where it's kind of like helping a little bit, but it's kind of not helping on other things, because you do get like young kids reacting to things, which kind of puts you at odds with everything. But it happens. Excuse me. Anyway, so number 3, we have the challenge. The challenge is going to be the 8 of Wands in reverse. The 8 of Wands in reverse is, let's see. I thought I was going to sneeze. Sorry. So there's something that goes along the previous close-knit group. There's some jealousy or family quarrel. So there's something going on that is becoming a bit of an eyesore. And it could be playing with your emotions. You might be like the person that's kind of either fashion forward or taking it upon yourself to be more of an attention grabber. That type of person. But it's not in a bad way. It's kind of like by accident, like, oops, my bad. And other people are kind of looking at it as, something else, perception, So, number 4, we have listen to remember something from your past. We have the Page of Swords here. So, seeing beyond the surface, a spy, vigilance, respect for authority, a person who will complete a task regardless of danger, insight, and deception. So it could also be accreditation. There could be a bit of that too. But you from the past, you were big on doing what's right and trying to stay out of, harm's way, stuff like that. Very self-intuitive person. So, it's one of those things. And then we have number 5. Number 5 is a lesson that you will learn this week, which is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is, very interesting. Okay, Queen of Swords, magnificence and grace, opulence, security, liberty, let's see. Could be generous, intelligent, also could be a bit of a loner and independent. So that could be you or somebody that you know. Also, I'm kidding for somebody that it could also be the Queen of Pentacles. You could be very successful in what you do. So it's kind of like the difference between being independent and being self-sufficient. So it could work for, you both queens together, or one queen that you particularly like or you feel more close to. So it's either the Queen of Swords, which is independent, does her own thing, or the Queen of Pentacles, which is very effortless with how they do things and how they succeed in life. So, depending on how you see yourself, you could have a bit of both going on. But if you favor one over the other, I don't blame you. I figured both of the queens are pretty on point as far as entrepreneurs are concerned. So, either or would work in this case. Alright, so number 6, we have a gift you give yourself this week. We have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is in reverse, obviously, but there's intolerable difficulties, a tutor or a deceiver. We have subterfuge, and we have some type of undefined loss. So there's somebody here who is kind of lying. They might be finessing a lot, or they might kind of not be telling you 100% the truth. So there's somebody who's finessing, not telling you the truth, trying to take advantage of your situation, or somebody who is constantly like Chicken Little, who fears the sky will fall. I am one of those people amongst my friends. More associates at this point, because I'm 32. I don't really have time to hang out with friends because I work a lot. But yeah, mostly you have a Chicken Little friend, you have I want to see the manager friend, and then you have the person who's always fashion forward, which could be either one of the other two. And then you have like that one that's really nice for no reason to people that despise them, and it's just like it's mind fuckery. And then you have like the leader of the crew, which totally takes no nonsense whatsoever. It's like, this has to be done, and they're like intimidating by being quiet, which it happens a lot. Even amongst girl groups, it's like that one person that's really quiet, but like they have resting bitch face. Yeah. So there could be a problem amongst people that you're closely knit. And you're kind of the one that's, you might be like either the cool one or the leader of the group. I feel like you might be the leader of your friend group. But for most of you, you fall into one of the other categories that I named, or you're in your own subcategory of ones that I named. But you're actually trying to figure out a solution to the problem, whereas other people in your in your family or your friend group could kind of be like a Debbie Downer and be like, oh my gosh, this is going to happen, or this is going to happen. And then what do we do if this happens? You know, one of those people, the scenarios. I would say the only thing that you had to do at this point is make sure that you grow your own food, because there's hints of stuff happening. But, yeah, other than that, there's really no craziness going on. But, it could be financial, or it could be, just some type of security that you need. Either for living in your house or living in your, situation. But whatever the case is, there's some such nonsense that's going to go on, more like, uh, you know, theater, more than actual coming up with regards of the situation. Okay, so, some people want to be bigger explosion than the other one. So, just take that into consideration. Nothing's as bad as people say. It just take the right precautions so it doesn't become a bigger issue, or that you miss out if something goes awry. Just there's there's a little bit of truth to everybody's story, but there's a little bit more truth in being prepared. So, whatever the case is, make sure you're prepared for the worst. Okay. Anyway, Sagittarius, hopefully this helped you out in some way, shape, or form. And it kind of gives you perspective. I know it's not going to be like the best perspective, but it's kind of like don't panic type of perspective, because I know a lot of people, they hear one story and then they like flip out and they start buying toilet paper in bulk. Don't be that person. Buy it in a situational type of frame where you buy one. If you need more, you buy some more, but don't have an entire house filled with toilet paper. Don't have an entire house filled with, you know, other stuff that might actually cause more harm than good, you know, because it won't allow you to live in your house. Okay? Anyway, I will see you in the next reading. Keep everything in mind, and you will be fine. Just breathe. It will be alright. Anyway, later.